The United States beating Puerto Rico themselves to what they call the knockout stage, where one loss, one badge to Germany. They did that without Jokic in 2023. They've
been able to accomplish over the last 20 years, and their basketball hit
with the opening drive. Stadium in Lille, final game of the 7 minutes a game. Drive kick.
Get back. You see there, Jokic with that rebound. He is looking up the floor.
Everything. Three guys come to
Jokic, but then you're getting back to these Serbian shooters on the perimeter.
It's a game. It's a three to open the scoring.
You're absolutely right. Big shot. And the South Sudanese, they depend a lot on that.
To Jokic, he's made 1 3 so far. Make it 2 in the Olympics.
Points a game. It hasn't really even felt like a lot in this tournament that he's looked for.
Team. Omat losing the handle, went right to Wenyan Gabriel. Play, you're feeling your way. Both these teams know we can go to
running in the open floor.
Jokic at the high post behind the back.
It's just a back screen. You get Alexa Avramovic setting it and protrude
out to Carlik Jones. Shot clock at 3. Cole on the baseline, flipping it up.
Magic Johnson look down the lane. What a screen from Avramovic, man. The defense is going to close out to you. You put it on the floor.
The longer they hang in this game, right down the lane.
And the ultimate pressure release is driving that rock.
In a game of this consequence. Yeah, get shots up. Maybe they'll hide behind Jokic. Bogdanovic, tough step back 3. Nuni Omat off iron there.
Trying to get him in space. They don't certainly have him. He's been pretty efficient. And the story have been some of these other guys, especially
Petrushev on the post up, spinning on Cole, the good defender.
Really score with his back to the basket. And I think they also do such a good job to spin baseline. I promise you, you watch him play. He
starred at Gonzaga, played high school ball in the United. But Petrushev, very nice beginning to the ball game. Be up 6.
I think if South Sudan's going to pull this upset, Mariel, United States.
4 10-minute quarters is Carlik Jones.
He's going 40, and that's vintage Carlik Jones. A little team.
Cycle it to an open Petrushev, getting all he can eat in his first.
Hating out. He's the guy they want to shoot.
Catch and shoot. You were
last year.
Both teams 4 of 6 shooting from the field. But he was a Windy City Bull. He led the G League in scoring. He was a 1-point loss to the United States in a warm-up game in London.
You can score over there. You can make a lot of money.
Carlik Jones, catch and shoot 3. Rimming out, and here comes Avramovic. Just laid it up and out.
It might not be for you, that drive and kick. Look at the way they're converting.
Bright Stars.
They are coming to pin that thing on the board. You have got to look.
10-minute quarters go by very quick, shorter, 22 feet instead of 23.9. From the baseline.
Look at that pass.
Outlet to Avramovic. Oh. Gabriel passed up the 3. Bull Cole will not. His triple.
A 5-point swing. The effort there by Wenyan behind South Sudan.
Jokic on the wheel.
Right to Jokic to go at Wenyan Gabriel. That is a fantastic tournament. I like the fact Serbia and Jokic earns a trip to the foul line.
What previous games is that if you were a center, 26, 12, and 9, back iron there.
You see the favorite gets turned on by the building.
Nuni Omat.
States had a massive game with 24 points, and South Sudan right
on Gabriel. The double team comes. Skip pass.
Jokic have been really tough to deal with. AV basketball as a junior, made the varsity at his height. Now has played pro basketball for 6 years. That is phenomenal.
Shot clock at 3. Carlik Jones in the lane with the right hand, and Jokic. Gabriel,
that's I guess you do get the extension of the arm. But Wenyan Gabriel, that second foul, you have to think the Serbian
said they're going to ride their main guys, and Omat pump fake works.
Yeah, it could be elementary.
But I think with Cole and Nuni Omat, we talk about how much issue with teams like the United States. Okay, they're all all-stars. Who finds
Sudan, but they've grown up across the world. Now you get these guys, and they just compete, and they're a phenomenal story that's unfolding right.
Get out to Dobric. Lefty 3 is perfect.
And there, that gives the 3 up for Dobric.
Off glass there for the entire Olympic tournament. Nuni Omat at 40 here in the first quarter. Jokic to the line, 1 more.
But he has scored points here. He's one of the.
I'm coming.
We're going to win.
How effectively he can play allows
overseas.
Beginning drive there by Peter Jock and Duke along with Cooper Flagg. Now, he's not played extensively in the tournament. 74-year-old coach coaching in this Olympic Games.
Good cut there.
And Peter Jock missed the chitch to Milutinov, and that dunk went halfway down. With Charlotte, currently a free agent. Now to Shayak, shot clock at 1, launches the 3, off back. You know, and the veteran European players, that there's an awareness. We saw that with the Spanish guard.
What really stands out with these offenses,
Growing as a team.
but the EuroLeague MVP back in that 21.
Dan go 2 for 1. Carly Jones, he needs no encouragement. So Carly Jones, getting 4 points. Micic driving, little body bump. So 7 lead changes in a 1-point game.
To the medal round would just be the icing on the cake.
How much Jones with Malawaj, Mariel Shayak, Peter Jock on the floor all the time. Catch and shoot 3. To have 7 lead changes in the first quarter, and I don't think we're done.
An unrestricted free agent now. Charlotte didn't pick him up, and doing his pick and roll is so hard to defend. Here's that JT Thor 3 corner.
We said the 3-point line was South of 7 and Serbia 3 of 6. I think both coaches can live with it.
Be streaky, and we have seen that go the other way, but that doesn't mean that these.
Here comes Shayak, big step in the lane.
Stepped out on a limb there, but with that disadvantaged basketball, Serbia taking it
for finals.
Yeah, certainly that Greek watch part.
Well, Serbia picking up full court here. Shayak eats. Cole with the big step in the lane, reversing it up and play here.
They got a technical foul. I believe
into words what it would mean to advance to the quarterfinals. Their win over Puerto Rico.
It would be historic for them to make the medal competition. Serbians a group that is not
the handoff from Milutinov. Bogdanovic.
And this is more of an aggressive Bogdan Bob. He is looking to be the guy right now.
So you mentioned it
best, and then with the balance and the ability that these Europe was automatic travel, and 2, your coach would look at you like you're crazy.
They're hounding Carly Jones. I don't know if you can wear him out or fade, fire, and miss. Malawaj kept it alive, and that's where
Serbia off that offensive rebound. They were able to match up and take away those first.
That's the other thing too. European, if you get by me, it's a layup or a duck. I'm not going to let that happen.
One of in my mind, I'm like, I only have 5 to give. I need all these. Like, I can't.
Hummel?
I was not. No, I was Roby. That's an offensive foul.
Yeah, and there was one where you had a
frustration here. It's just off the basketball. Second foul. That's a big development, especially if he picks up number 3.
The whole roster. Kick it out to Jovic, and he bought a season for the Heat from 3-point land.
And a great shot there.
He had the whole bench standing, waiting for that one to drop. Serbia and South Sudan to develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
One kick for Serbia can be very effective here.
9-point advantage. Catch and shoot 3, up and down the rock.
Coming off that pin down screen of finding the pop guy. And the juke down.
Jovic went for the steal. Cole will launch. That was a block. Jovic pulled the string short. That was flat.
Gone away. This is a resilient group.
Oh, Carly Jones.
Tall going in against the trees and just hanging around.
Jokic. Good weak side help. Catch and shoot for Cole. Making triples. They're right in the game. 6 of 10 from deep. But for South Sudan, points a game, but he's a solid defender who plays 28 minutes. So
finding themselves in major foul trouble.
Avramovic tried to get it to pass. Jock back out to Nuni Omot. Catch and shoot 3.
Majority of those runouts. Yes, Serbia's had a few, but
higher side for Jokic, and then he's fouled.
5 sets of eyes all on Nikola Jokic.
But you mentioned he isn't looking.
This guy is going to be the hub of the creative parts of the Serbian.
The basketball submission is 14 free throws to 3 right now.
And that technical foul going to bat for his guys.
Right. Jokic leading by 4. Never leaving the floor, it seems. The lob, perfect.
Again, Maju Dang is giving great minutes for South Sudan. Taking down and giving up a layup.
Carly Jones, after a made back,
able to throw it down. It's Carly Jones.
I have to just mention Tasmania, the jack jumper. Will Magnay, we're on Team Australia. Australia's moved. I think they want to get Jokic as a scoring option. Sidestep 3 in the long rebound, right to Jang, putting it up.
Another phenomenal story out of this South Sudan team. He played at Louisiana Monroe. I mean, you can't make.
You mentioned 5 members of South Sudan are averaging 28 minutes. And if you're Serbia, I didn't think they'd have
We are going to throw bodies and make others beat us. But I come right back. And we saw Serbia looked like maybe they were going to push.
South Sudan knows win and you're in. You move on to the quarter differential, but then you might be staring at Germany as a first.
And just looking like a machine. You know, the United States has been one thing, but
in the backcourt, Bogdanovic back to Jokic.
Now, certainly South Sudan having some issues covering that role.
Jokic with 11 points. Go with 7 rebounds. It wouldn't surprise me as Serbia advances, though, that Jokic dunk to the turnover on the ricochet.
Over just saying.
That's probably. They didn't rule. The Carlik Jones, an open 3. That rebound. Petrushak just had it knocked away. Shayak, a third.
Multiple quality looks from 3.
Serbia very full.
I'm Serbia. I'm going back to that middle pick and roll.
Majuk Dang giving up to Jokic, do you think?
Well, I mean, 285.
And a kilogram was 2.2 pounds.
Yeah, I think like 50, around 50, I think.
In Denver.
Well, and when you leave, even as the Nuggets, when they go on like a 10.
So Dejan Davidovic has checked in. Shayak again, step back 3. And he.
Mariel Shayak all by himself.
Jokic in his beautiful play by Shayak.
But a good cut by Jang as well. Olympics, but that's what he's known for, making shots from 3.
5.
There's no.
Nikola Jokic. It's the Omot on Davidovic. Mariel Shayak with a running right-hander. Tipped up and out.
3 on Carlik Jones. Good job by Jones to avoid it.
Big 3. The steal and then the triple. That was a big momentum swing.
That's another one of those sequences where great job there. Got active hands from
those 2 fouls. You've got 51 seconds.
But I think he's going to be on the floor. I would be surprised if he's out.
But I think with 5 fouls and the disqualification.
Boy, it's like I don't have things to give, man. I can't stop this.
Takes out the cell phones and the various. Versailles Arena is about 15,000, and tap the 4 10-minute quarters. Whistle. If they had a clock issue, what they just mentioned, he does not want to pick up his 3rd foul. Around with that kind of headgear.
Of it.
For halftime.
Jokic and Jang.
Jokanovic has been aggressive offensively. Milutinov creating space.
Is selling out on shots at the basket. You got guys on the perimeter.
Looking to call his own number. Gets to the rim to lay it up and in.
Majuk Jang is such a good story of a guy that. And the one thing I will say about South Sudan, foul trouble. When Gabriel and JT Thor have 2 fouls. Majuk Jang.
It was 81 all in the 31 minutes that Jokic played. To put Jokic on the bench
would be huge.
Would tilt this game in a huge. Has the ball up 3. So Micic starts the second. Micic back to Jokic. Little flip shot, perfectly done.
But now you're getting that 2-man game in the middle of the floor. Well done by me.
Jones able to track it down. Cole, Mariel Shayak every game.
I'm telling you, barring a 5th foul, he's going the distance. Basis, but they need Carlik Jones out there.
Bogdanovich.
Good duck in there.
And Jokic flipped it over everything. Good to Gabriel down the lane. He missed the layup. And no space initially. Very clever finish.
Is giving the South Sudanese some real issues.
Uni Omot for 3. And Micic, little runner, push up. Shayak for 3. Go away in this game.
Okay, so that's something where he's really underrated. Then he seals the deal
with the Atlanta Hawks. He is the secondary NBA
blending in.
But blending
is a good way to play.
Perfect way, Robbie. Final. Last year, Petrushak will pick up the foul. 19 free throws so far in the game.
Yeah, almost half their shots.
Has either team won the tempo battle? Do you think? There's been spurts, but no.
Well, this game has, for the most part, been played in the half court. The board of this South Sudan roster. College basketball players and now pros. It's
Micic. Step back 3 of his own, and he got it. Experience.
And that step back, I mean, he just broke it off on Bull Quote.
Shot clock at 7. Wendy and Gabriel with a big step, flipping
that Spain pick and roll action, and look at that step back. I mean, you got.
So Nikola Jovic will check in. Another perimeter shooter, and that was the one thing with
through 2 games. It's not like they played 50.
Correct.
Yeah, solid with their switching defenses, and that's now 8 assists for that block. A double's coming.
They cycle it.
Roll, but when you load him up on a side, the double's coming. Lazy can really shoot it, and that's 9 of 21 here tonight.
Point. Jokic, the good hands, the spin.
Work on display to not travel, but again, it's a high post feed. They got there, Wenyan Gabriel, and this is one of those games where the defenses.
Is it deflected? No, it's an over and back violation. Serbia
get him in situations to go. Shayok lining that one up. Jokeril didn't see him a ton in the first half with that foul trouble.
Off iron there, another offensive rebound, and now a 1-point game.
It's been all second half.
Nikola Jokic went over Puerto Rico. They'll be eliminated. South Sudan to this game, and South Sudan is right in this game.
Here is just unbelievable.
So Jovic, he had made 1-3. Bogdanovich has had the hot hand. He drops it in. It's easiest play-by-play thing ever. Carlik Jones never leaves the floor. Bogdanovich again. He's got 8 in the quarter. Make it 11. Has to take time and not leave number 7.
But I think it's over. He's past the nail, and he ends up giving a walk-in.
143s last year. That was 6th best in the NBA. Top 2 teams of the 3 groups. That's 6. Then the 2 best third tiebreakers come in. But Serbia is shooting, as you said. All right, here's one haymaker.
Let's throw it right
South
back.
Sudan's right off. Guys,
rebalance here.
Let's not leave number 7 at 5. Carlik Jones has to make something out of nothing. Right down the lane.
And no help coming over.
So he's got 12 points to go with his sideline. Shot clock at 5. Micic a warm-up 3.
It's proved that thing.
Peter Jock rimmed in that.
Sudan, they get down and they just
big step in the lane to Jovic. Weakful things, but that blow by Carlik Jones came right.
It's so important on both ends. He scored it for this team, but he's also passing in close quarters is not easy. You can't throw it too hard.
What Royale Ivy is asking for is a video. Okay, you called a foul, but would you please look at Steven? And that foul's on Carlik Jones.
In second.
Yeah, that's a big miss that really impacts wing defenders. And the video there, Royale.
Man,
JT Thor was right there and into Jokic.
I mean, you just drive that baseline, drop it off. No one helping that.
There's a long way to go here with 2:42
no
left in the third. Players for South Sudan rarely leave the court.
I mean, I just think with what's on the line for South Sudan, these guys are out there, you let him go as long as he wants to.
But now Jokic board there. Bogdanovich on the push ahead or on the baseline.
Good job by Serbia.
Stolen easily. So Serbia on the counterattack.
Carlik Jones. That's a really long pass, and then nobody stopping the bat.
South Sudan stay right there. Peter Jock is show and go. Couldn't hit.
Both teams very sloppy with the basketball here.
And the touchdown pass, and Jovic paying it off. Have enough in their legs to bounce back.
And some of these turnovers, bad shots, starting to stack up on the side.
2% for the game. More impressive. Everything go wire to wire, having played every minute of the game. Shayok 3 and Majuk jam. South Sudan will not go away.
Serbia just handled. Thor able to take advantage.
Put the ball out of buffer.
He tripped. I don't know how that's not a foul.
Shot clock. Jones. Show, go, never got it off in time. Crazy. And Peter Jock with a beautiful defense.
Real go get it. That's a ridiculous catch. Running full.
Wenyan Gabriel. That's some. Robbie Hummel said this in the first quarter. If South Sudan's in the game, the second free throw down. Abramovich on that drive. Catch and shoot Peter Jovic. Abramovich bringing it up with Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 7. Fade, fire.
Pretty good defense. Jock in good position. Got a quality contest. It's just
game. Nooni Omot on the wing, knocked away Bogdanovich. Knocked it off the backboard. And then Shayok is fouled.
And then just the erasure of a surefire.
I don't.
That's why you got athletes on the floor. Moves on Dobrich there.
It's around Milutinov. Did well.
Coming over and meeting Shayok outside that restricted area. Help guy coming over and making life difficult.
Robbie, you said the 8 minute. Pecic kind of coaching the score right now. As long as circle it. Open 3 and Dobrich unable to 28.
But the awareness of South Sudan again rotating from him to the best player, the best shooter on the court. I'm just not leaving Bogdan to give the guy that is Serbia's best shooter an open look.
Just not playing the percentages or game awareness.
I mean, it's just.
You talk about the ultimate roll of the dice. Bogdanovich now on the baseline. The step around ball.
Protecting the rim. Started the game off doing that. Got some foul trouble. Has come back.
Here comes Nooni Omot. Shayok's got a good look at a 3. There's it. They flatten out Bogdanovich in the middle. He's played every minute of the game for South Olympics. Micic for three.
Holding his ankle.
Where he may
in there, but that ball hits the floor.
Petrusev will check in. So down 4. Let Shayak. Jones show and go. Foul line jumper. Rimming out. Now Serbia wants to execute these. Micic for three. Perfect.
A steal.
Stolen away. Petrusev lays it in. 9. 5:45 left in group play. The tail to Serbia. This has not been a double-digit game at all.
And every time we've had a moment like this, South Sudan has had the landing that knockout punch.
Could get a good look at South Sudan, or they could. Gabriel holding up top and a foul off it. If you were to lose, you get into the math of the tiebreaker and trying to win, but if they could make it a 1-point or a 2-point game, they were down to 7. Gabriel opened the game with a 3.
Need to push this lead to double figures.
The drive
wide open at the perimeter, instead settled for that mid.
And the foul up top there. Now they're going to try to execute, and Gabriel just kind of hold full display. Wenyan Gabriel taking his
Jokic has drawn 7 fouls.
Talking to him. Micic got into contact. And now you've got a push off there. As Guduric cares, but there's been no dirty play involved in this. Vladislav Pesic at 74 years of age. His first gang, the push ahead, Jokic. And then bang.
I mean, if you run the floor, if you're open, he's going.
Jokic is plus 30 in the game. To see who this went off of, and just told Royale Ivy.
It's like the same exact play as the possession before, and that is play from Jokic. There's the block,
okay, we have
and on the follow-through here.
There, you heard them say our decision was for the white team. For white, and then the last touch right there. This is
the truck.
So 87-7.
And that's the biggest thing that both of us have talked about. If you're going to review it, this is the play. You're in uh-oh time for South Sudan.
The draw will come in an hour for all the matchups, and Jokic.
JT Thor there coming over and being physical in his post-double.
11 Petrusev. Push ahead. And Guduric will. Jokic is held. Mooney Omat. Jones is yet to be subbed out. Playing every minute of this answered, and South Sudan, you said they had always gotten off the deck no matter.
This as well. And Serbia's done a much better job, I would say.
As Jokic had this dominant offensive day, he's missed both free throws
today in this ball game.
South Sudan hasn't scored in 4 minutes. And only 10-minute quarters, and so you shut a team out for 4 minutes. Open baseline jumper, and he got it. And some
about that,
because they are likely to advance into the quarters based on this. Mooney Oman an open 3, and finally in game. They didn't score for 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Got clock at 4, using almost the full 24. And Mooney Oman, Carlik Jones catch and shoot 3. 180 with 1:50 left, and Carlik Jones.
Oh, dang. Boosting this team with his abilities. The Olympic qualifying or the exhibition games leading up to.
Lose by 2 and still win on a tiebreaker. So really, you know, how do you play this? You're shooting. So 1:50 left, and I don't know if you want to start fouling, but Micic just holding up top. South Sudan with the foul there, and you don't want that.
Because, it's a long shot. You know, if you lose by 15, could you give up?
You don't want that last thing where 22 seconds, and then you go. Free throws will tell the tale here, and that's his throw. He makes the second. So they need 10 points. They need them in a hurry. Peter Jock sneaking in. So it's at 10. Jokic is out of the game right now. Clock at 5. Serbia content to use all this clock.
Been doing plays like that. Why not run? Got a steal. Now you give yourself a chance. 2 minutes.
Do they have a
go?
They have a Reggie.
This is taking too much time. Now you step out of it. Doesn't matter, but it does.
It does. Allow Serbia to move into the quarterfinals, but there is a
need to have it.
The 3 is good. On to Micic. Now Royal Ivy's indicating there needs to be a foul, and Micic
to now. And now that you've made a couple shots, Serbia's been casual.
Very likely the United States to play Brazil. Serbia also is going to supersede France. Canada's undefeated. It would be 3 in stage. That kind of supersedes everything.
A really good win here for the Serbians because had an answer, but in this fourth quarter, there was no answer.
The teams to maybe watch in the quarterfinals.
I mean, Germany for sure. European players, and then Canada. I've been impressed with their national team but that they have defended, and
the free throws ended up being 31-6. Serbia.